There we go. I really like the Star Wars lo-fi. It's super, super nice. Most of my musics typically are provided by Stream Beats, which is a Harris Heller endeavor, the lo-fi. And he's got a ton of different types of songs that are on Stream Beats that are free to use, royalty free. You don't have any copyright strike fears or anything. Um, Sadly, playing a Star Wars game does happen to walk a line of copyright claims and such because there's so much Star Wars entanglement, obviously, with Disney and such. But this lo-fi is Star Wars lo-fi, and this is provided by Samuel Kim. 1 second. Try to get my sneezes muted so that there's not a whole bunch of, sneezing, I guess. um, but yeah, the Star Wars lo-fi music was provided by Samuel Kim Musics. He does have a Patreon, I think, which is really cool, of which I'm a supporter and very happy to be. I did put a link down in the description so that if you are a streamer or someone who just enjoys good lo-fi music, you could take a look at either Stream Beats, the Harris Heller link, or you could take a peek at Samuel Kim's works. So Samuel Kim's YouTube channel has a lot of good mashups, a lot of Star Wars, Attack on Titan, Pirates of the Caribbean. There's just a ton, and he mixes the different musical styles, and it's really good. But lo-fi, Star Wars, super, super good too. I may feature different stuff, but lo-fi is just kind of chill, and I think kind of does a good job to set the kind of theme. Go ahead and fade that all the way out. Rey's theme, which is, in my opinion, one of the best songs to come out of the music of the new trilogy. For anybody who is a fan of the musics of the new trilogy, I don't mean any offense, but I think that was kind of I think it was the weakest one for me. But Rey's theme was pretty good. Kylo's theme is really good, and then the song I can't remember what it's called, Captured or something to that. I can't remember. But anyway, it's the song that's playing when Kylo goes to the planet and takes Rey. He puts her to sleep and takes her with him. Thought that was really cool. Let me see here if I have the right thing. Because I did get my phone screen fixed too, so really good work, and I'm very happy about it. But there we go. And boop. And boop. Okay, cool. And now I can go to and if anyone wants to know a super nerdy thing, speaking of my phone my phone's language is in Arabic. If you're on, oops, hold on. Okay, I think I'm getting that. Yeah. I can hear myself with some delay. And I guess you guys, I don't know why I can hear me with delay. Let me take a look really quick and just see how we sound. There we go, so some background noise. That way I can take a peek and see how the balance is real quick. Seems to sound okay. Let me make some loud noises. Let me make some loud noises and talk while I'm... There we go. Okay, I think we've got a pretty good balance there. I don't know why all of a sudden I can hear myself in an echo on this, but I'm not going to complain too terribly much. I can just pull it off of the ear there. I don't know why that is all of a sudden that I can hear myself, but oh well. Okay, so um when we last left off, we were I guess I had to clear the elephant in the room. Anna's not here today. She is not feeling well. We have had a rough run of weather. So today the high is in the 80s. It's windy, but it's for the most part I think it's kind of a toss between cloudy and sunny just depending on what part you're at. Uh and then tomorrow the high is going to be like 50. It's going to rain all day. It's going to rain hard and it's going to be like super cloudy obviously because of the rain. It's just taken a lot of a toll. And so she is to come back in here into the retro room, sit down, play a game in one position for a couple of hours or whatever. Is just it's really taxing. And so I completely get it. But yeah, she's not here for that reason at the moment.
When you want to go, let me know. I'll be right here.
Hey, Seer.
Cal, good to see you back in one piece. Mari Kosan contacted us. We know you couldn't find Tarful.
I love risking our lives for nothing. It's fantastic.
It wasn't for nothing. Mari and Choysic will come through.
I like your optimism. We could all use a little of that now and then.
Hey, I'm a positive guy, too. I'm positive that if I die, I'll be very upset.
You did good, Cal.
Okay,
We might not have found Tarful yet.
I get some water there.
You saved
Really good.
lives today. Don't forget that.
Thanks.
I'm a little sniffly as well, so my apologies. Just a lot of allergens going on in this area. I don't usually have allergies. All this changing, weather changing, wind changing, all kinds of stuff.
Looks lonely in there. Better find more seeds.
All right, we put bonchur seeds down. They'll be a plant eventually. I really like the design of these. I like the way that these little meditation areas look. I don't know why, but I really do. Let me go ahead and meditate. Yeah, we'll go ahead and rest. Oh, I have 2 points I can actually use on the skill tree too. So, take a peek and see what we have available. I think last time we did more force. Let's take a look. Improved dash. Pulse. Burst slow. Greater force attunement. We can just jump straight. Plus, once maximum force is increased, which that will be handy. Do I have a health one? Let's do that. Let's do 1 point to my health. Okay. I don't think I'll need it, but I might. And then we'll do 1 point to the force. And then I can focus on the other stuff in a bit. Because I've got repulse. That one's pretty cool. But it doesn't work on bosses very often. Delay thrust. Delay combo. Agile deflect. How automatically deflects blaster while he's spinning. Sprinting or wall run. That could have been a cool one to have. That might be the next one. Okay. All right. How much health do we have now? Oh, it's not gonna show me because I'm in a non. Let me see. Did I get any cool? Just for the fun of it, did I get any cool ponchos or anything? And the answer is absolutely not. That one's okay. Let's see, what's this one? Eh. And the Miami Dolphins one. Nah, I'm good. That's good. Outfit. I feel like this is cooler, but I feel like this makes me look a little bit more Jedi, so I'm going to do it. It's called Guardian, too. So yeah, let's do that. That makes me look a little bit more Jedi. We're going to leave Beatty this color. And that's just cool. That's just cool looking. What other options do we have? We've got episode 1 style Naboo fighter defender. We got what it's supposed to look like anyway. Crimson. Got a Boba Fett. That's pretty cool. And then we've got Ooh. Hold on. Starfighter is sleek. You know what? Let's just do Starfighter. We'll be completely covert. Whoa, wait a minute. Whoa, wait a minute. Hold on. Wait, hold on. Let me do a thing. I gotta take a look at something. Okay, no, it didn't change. I thought these panels were a different color. Alright, I'm gonna change it back to... Bulb is gonna go out and be like, who's using my likeness? Okay. We've planted a seed. We've rescued some Wookiees. I mean, we've done a lot of good stuff. We gotta go back to Zeffo.
Picking our next destination? Follow your instincts.
Okay. I love follow your instincts. There's a little sign right there that says something. And also, there's a thing at the top that tells me. So I don't have to follow my instincts. I can actually just do this. Dang it, I always do that. X is go to the planet, A is look at the map. There we go.
Back to Zeffo. Back to Zeffo, huh?
The Empire might have found a Zeffo tomb. We can't waste any time.
They did.
Pity.
They did find it.
About a
It's cool.
high-stakes game from one of Saw's fighters. A few extra credits couldn't hurt, you know?
Gambling. Grease, use your head. One of these days, the Haxian brood is going to catch up with you.
Those slubs? I'll hear them coming from a parsec away.
They're right behind you.
Gambling habit causing us more trouble with murderous criminal syndicates.
You're right, I know it. I just want to blow off some stress every once in a while, you know?
That's fair.
Anyway, all of that is in the past. I'm sure it won't be a problem.
We know Grease might have been a
All right, we're
scuzzball.
here. Get in your chair.
I like the phrase grab some seat, but get in your chair just makes me sound like a baby. We're not landing until you sit in your chair and eat your broccoli. So see so I don't know if you saw that when Zeffo came up, the little letters below the word Zeffo, because Zeffo is in. This is gonna get real nerdy here real quick, but let's do it because we're playing Star Wars. Why not? We were gonna do a variety stream, and that was originally the plan with some creepy. But we are going to a tomb. I think is the next piece on this. So probably close enough. But if you took a look when it said Zeffo, the planet, in the bottom left-hand corner, below it had the word Zeffo in the Star Wars language, which is Arabesh. So Arabesh is a written language that most everyone can kind of read. Even if you speak different languages, everybody kind of can read this one universal written language, which I think is actually really smart because nowadays we all have different languages and different written languages. So what if we had, it didn't have to be this language, but what if we all had one written language that was universal? It didn't matter if you spoke Japanese or Spanish or Italian or English or Greek. It didn't matter what you spoke. This language was readable to you. You were taught that you could read this language. And so if, for example, I go to Greece and I can't speak the language very well, or I'm not fluent enough to be cohesive, I'm working on it, I could write in this universal language having a pretty good understanding that they probably will understand what I'm saying. And then I could work on my Greek in Greece and still be able to communicate with them as well. I think is really handy. It's just not just applicable to Greece. It could be applicable to, wherever I want to. So anyway, my phone is in that language.
Cal, I take responsibility for him. You have nothing to worry about.
If you say so.
When I found Grease, he was in a lot of debt with the Brood. I paid it off. All of it. At least I thought
That's
so.
a lot of money.
We all have our problems.
Yes, I suppose we do.
So another thing in Star Wars, to go ahead and I guess put a cap on language, because I guess the question that would come naturally to me would be, what is a spoken language and does English as a written language exist? And the answer to both of those is yes. So English as a spoken language is called Galactic Basic. Any alien that speaks it, it's kind of assumed that they may be able to speak it or understand it. but it's the most common language in the galaxy, though it's not the only language. There are thousands of different languages. However, English writing that we see like there where it says "RS Talk," right? That's obviously not out of their world. That language does exist as a written language in their galaxy too, but it's called High Galactic, and it's only the kind of pompous, wealthy, perhaps some military or militants, if they're part of aristocratic families, they all can write and read in that language, but everybody else kind of just deals with the Arabic. I'll see if I can find Arabesh writing to demonstrate. There it is. There's some right there.
Picking up anything?
Dang it.
Nothing new. It still feels risky.
I don't think we have a choice.
We always have a choice.
Dang it.
The people the Empire has left behind, destroyed and controlled, are depending on us. On you, Cal.
I know. I'm glad I have you two to back me up.
And we will. We all have to support each other. It's the only way to succeed.
Got all kinds of bots. No good reason for that, though. I'm married. It was given some other messages, so. Let me see if I can, I zoom. I can't remember if I can zoom in or. Okay, so like there's Arabesh up there on the top. You can't quite make out the first letter there on the left, though. I can't tell because it's like you can see a dash that's kind of coming off to the edge there. That's kind of going off like a V. That's what I was going to silence this because obviously I don't want you guys to hear it going off, and I have fantasy football and it will fall apart. But anyway, but it looks like it's not a letter, it's just the boundary there. So okay, because that spells. So that's a Z, and then the thing that looks like a 6 is an E, and then those two things that look like sideways A's are R's. I'm sorry, F's, and then that's just an O. This is Zeffo. Okay, well, I'm trying to see if I can find something else that's maybe a little different. There's one, so that's N-E-R. Let's see if it says nerd. But it is N-E-R. Can't remember if that's a D or an F. I have to remember. I believe that's an F. I think it's Nerf. F-U-R. Nerfer. That's okay. Trying to see if I can find one that's like I can't quite make out what that one down there is. I can't. I was gonna see if I could zoom in or something.
Glad I found you, BD.
I don't know how I wasn't holding it. Alright, well here we go. Maybe we can do it. So like the pin, so this is top to bottom. That's let me see if I can get it so that I don't see Cal as much as I see the inside. So that's try it one more time. That's I can't quite get so I set it a little far away. I was just trying to do it. Sideways T. Looks like T-U-R-B. The box is sliding, and that's why I'm having trouble keeping. Okay, there we go. Now that it's like that, I can't. Okay, there we. That's actually quite a lot easier. Never mind. Thank you. So T-U-R-B-I-N-E. So turbine. And what's the other piece? Let's say B-L-A. I can't see that. B-L-A. I can't see what that letter is. It looks like R, but it's kind of scuffed. Looks like B-L-A-R-E-S. Blares. Turbo Blares. Turbine Blares. Okay, but anyway. So, still not perfect at it. I can do it. It's kind of one letter at a time. Give me some real big insight as to how we read. Because like I got to the point where obviously with English I can just read, I can recognize what what a language looks like, what a word looks like. Like I was saying, if I say the word there, I'm not just noticing the letters that make it up. I'm noticing the shape of the letters that make up the word in a millisecond. But I'm having to learn that all again with the Arabesh. Oh! I was trying to turn my... okay, whatever.
You won't regret that.
Okay.
Trivial opposition.
He seems to be leaving me alone. I have not reprogrammed him. Oh, there we go. Now I can.
Oop. Glad you're here, BD.
Oh, nope. Didn't get there quick enough. Dang it. Okay. We're back into it. Green is the color of a Jedi Guardian. I think that's kind of what they were going for with the initial 3 colors too, because you can get green. Wait a minute. You can get green. You can get kind of an orange yellow, or you can get blue. The Guardian consular. Green is not the color of the Guardian. Green is the color of the consular. Blue is Guardian, and then yellow is Zeffo.
I see you. Got it. How's he doing that? Knock him quickly. After him. You're going to regret that. This guard is pretty solid.
Okay. I know I'm supposed to get... I can't remember what it is. There's some sort of an upgrade I have for BD here, but...
Did I lose him?
I'm here.
If he gets away, Command will kill us. Get in here. Too fast. Just you and me, scum.
Okay, come on. The thing that I've learned on this is if you brute force it, it's just so much more difficult. Okay, it's moments like this. It's moments like this that I wish... that I wish it was more Force Unleashed, where I could just bend it whichever way I wanted. Force Unleashed was really good about that. Still don't have the... yeah, I still don't have the stomp. That's one of the things about that. Sneak up on him. He never stood a chance. He didn't have any idea it was coming. This guy knew, though. Watch. It won't do him any good. So many cool moves. One of the things I do hope, and this is just me. One of the things I do hope, or I don't think they'll do it, but I hope they do for Jedi Survivor, is I would like them to, you know, be willing to show. Let me see here. I'd like them to be willing to show like arms coming off in a lightsaber thing. I mean, literally, the very first movie, Episode 4, has an arm taken off. Gaming videos. It says, hello, I'm also editing in the background, just to avoid Dr. No, you're good. You're good. Hey, Viddy, it's good to see you, man. We're back playing some Star Wars again. Anna's hurting, so we were going to do some retro stuff, but we'll wait until she feels better. We'll do a retro random horror stream or something. What does this say? Let's see. So that's R-E-S-T-R. Hold on. Let me make sure I'm right. R-E-S-T-R-C. It's hard to make out from here. I saw quite a few bot stuff up top of the chat, huh? Yeah. Not as bad as the last time. This one was advertising some ladies. So, I'm a happily married man, so I have no use for such things, bot or otherwise. Let's see. So one more time. Let's see. R-E-S-T-R. That looks like a C to me. C-T-E-R. R-E-S-T. Rest. R-C. Oh, that's there's a okay. Hold on. There's a I there. I didn't see. Rest. R-I-C. E-E. Oh, okay. No. E-O-B-L. No public. I can't make out that. I'm gonna see real quick if I can get close. I'm gonna see if I can bring it closer. Hold on. Not much closer. No public. We'll make it bigger so I can see it. Oh, ACCE. No public access. But I'm trying to figure out what that top one is. R-E-S-T. Rest. R-I-C-T. I may just have to accept that I'm not sure what it says. Oh, it just says restricted. Oh, I see it, because now so I couldn't see that little dash from where I am, that last one. It's like a game puzzle. No, I'm practicing reading Arabesh, and I could, from where I am, so the way the retro room is set up is the TV is a 50-inch monitor on one side of the room, and then I'm on the complete other side. And so it's a dirty sign in a language that I am learning to read more fluently. And so the first letter in that is R, and the last letter in that is D, but I didn't see the little dash on the little 7-looking character that makes it a D. So that's all. It just says restricted. But I was sitting there like a dummy trying to spell restrict, rest, but yeah, so like right here, like I don't need to be able to see what that says, but I could technically read it. I'm not gonna read it just because it's really tiny. It'd be really difficult to read. But like same situation. Like you see these big signs here, you can see that top one right there. It just tells me what the direction is. So the top one is SPAC. That's a spaceport. The top one does. And then the bottom one's WINDMILLS, so windmills. Well, I hope I won't have to read Ancient Gallifreyan when watching Doctor Who tonight. Gallifreyan? How do you properly say that? Because I know some about Doctor Who, but I don't know enough to say anything with confidence. Is it Gallifreyan or Gallifreyan? Gallifreyan has almost a Gallifrey. Oh, Gallifrey. Okay. All right. It's got a very maybe it's just that it's kind of almost like a kind of a Gaelic or a Scottish flow to it, which I very much like. Those languages, I think, are just they roll off the tongue beautifully, or even the way English rolls off of a well-spoken Scottish accent. It's super nice. I like accents. Oh well, I saw you do that, and I did. I like accents in general, though. Just each one having a different charm, I think, and myself possessing none of the charm because I don't truly have much of an accent. I mean, I guess you could I think you could fairly comfortably say that I'm American if you hear me speak, but of the multitudinous American accents that we have here, we've got 50 states, and every state has a minimum 3 accents. Several of them have even more than that. And I possess the qualities or characteristics consistent with really, truly none of them.
You see movement? I'm stepping back. Yes, got it. We've got this. Is he gonna kill us all?
I gotta.
Reinforcements are on the way.
Let's see if I can do it. There we go. Well, I see a lot of American YouTube channels who cover Doctor Who, and I cannot remember if they try to sort of talk. Well, and that's a lot of. So, again, it may not necessarily. It's not exclusively an American thing, I don't think. But I think we romanticize the accents we don't have. A lot of people romanticize British accents, specifically English. But I've definitely seen the romanticized. I've definitely seen romanticized additional British accents. And I segregate, probably incorrectly, the difference between British and English. So that could also be Harry Potter films sort of happen like that, or British vloggers on YouTube. Yeah, I agree with it. I do think there's a lot of romantic. Well, you also have people who had great British English accents on Harry Potter, right? I mean, you had was it Sir Michael Gambon, who has this wonderful, clear, low baritone voice with this really beautiful accent as well. Whoa! This isn't going to be pleasant for any of us, guys. I wasn't paying enough attention. Come on. That's what's going to get you killed. Did he fall? Yeah, he just fell. Okay.
Toss me one, BD.
I'll take a stem real quick. Your captain just jumped off.
Too scared?
He said calmly. I feel like that we romanticize. I do though. I feel like that we romanticize a lot of the. I think that's the. If I'm not mistaken, I've not read the books, and I'm not even all the way through the movies truly, but I believe that's in reference to something that the book had in direct contrast to something that one of the movies had. Goblet of Fire, perhaps. I don't know for a fact. I've read none of the books. I have never read any of the books. Retro, did you put your name in the Goblet of Fire? You're absolutely sure. Yeah, okay, that's about... So again, I only know of it. I have not yet experienced firsthand. I've not read the books. I just I haven't read them. I have watched the movies up to... I think we're on the 5th or 6th one. Anna and I. Together. Alright, whereabout am I meant to go? Let me see. So I am to continue on the road ahead. And I'm on the correct... Okay, so then we'll just take the snow. Yeah, so that's... that. But again, the accent that he has, the voice that he had, not just the accent, but the voice that he had, is very, very... It's a very nice voice. And so I think we kind of romanticize... I think we romanticize voices in general, though, that are pleasant. Because it's one of the things we've had. You've not read the books because of her, by any chance. It's okay, though. Some people have mostly don't like her anymore. I think she misunderstood her social media post, but at the same time, or getting worse by Graham Norton at times. I do like Graham Norton. He just seems to always have fun with what he does. I really like that a lot. He always seems like he's having a fun time. He's willing to laugh and have fun. Okay, so something is wrong here because what I've just done is wrong. There we go. Okay. It's not because of her. It's not because of her. I had a lot of things going on when the books came out, and just couldn't afford the time to drop and read them. And then by the time that those books came out, I had kind of found myself more. I had kind of found myself more in this like Tom Clancy-esque niche, which I really enjoyed. the thing about it is, and with her thing too, is I know she's got a ton of unpopular opinions, and I've heard these retcons, I guess, that she's got about her characters. And that's fine. She can have whatever she wants, but I think one of the biggest parts of what you do as best as you can should be not to retroactively. I don't think you should ever try to have to retroactively circumvent non-issues. Right? So if I say something that is offensive, clearly I should issue an apology. I should speak clearly, and I should either clarify that it was misconstrued, or I should clarify. Crap. Sorry, 1 second. I'm trying to focus and at the same time not die. It's not working real well for me.
I won't let you kill me.
All right. Hold on. That's gonna be good for you. Okay. I figure just any HP discussion these days revolves around Rowling and those wondering if they should play Hogwarts Legacy. No, I think it's Hogwarts Legacy looks amazing, and I think Anna would be very upset if we didn't get it.
BD, toss me stim.
Thank you, BD.
Spot.
It's not. You didn't eat a meal. You just healed. Chompling, eat it. Okay. So yeah. Again, like if I go out and I do something or say something offensive, I should apologize. I should issue an apology, or speak on why I said what I said, and what things I would correct, or whatever it is that needs to be. But if it's a non-issue, let's say, for example, I wrote a story.
Wasn't expecting this.
And I feel after the fact that I may not be.
Zeffo statue. Kind of thought there would be Zeffo stuff inside.
Oh yeah. But I feel like that I may not have been as inclusive as I should. Then I should just write a new story that's inclusive as I want it to be. So, for example, the Fantastic Beasts. If I wanted to prequelize, I believe, again, I don't know, but I believe Fantastic Beasts covers American witchcraft and wizardry or whatever. Then maybe I could be more inclusive there, or I could sequelize and make it more inclusive post Harry Potter. Whatever happens after Harry Potter. So, like, I'm not saying that you shouldn't be inclusive. What I'm saying is, don't retcon your stuff to be inclusive. Show how you've grown by being inclusive in another story that you've written. And first and foremostly, in my opinion, write a story to be a story. Don't write it to be a political piece. Unless you are a politician or someone who writes exclusively on politics. Please make entertainment, and let the politics in entertainment be the politics in entertainment. Okay, sorry. My thoughts on Legacy are, it doesn't necessarily make a difference to Rowling if Legacy flops or not. One YouTuber did say it might boost her ego in regards to her potentially harmful rhetoric. It could. So my opinion on that is that it may boost her ego in that, to see her world, but I don't necessarily, and that's that. But the problem is you can't prevent that anyway. If it flops, Hogwarts Legacy is still the efforts of several game teams making a large open world about magic and fantasy. This stuff predates Rowling by a substantial margin, and a substantial amount of time. So I think it boosts her ego. It is only mildly deserved because she did create some of several of the source materials. But I honestly think if it does really well, and if it is a good game, I think that credit should mostly go to the people who realized that as a fully customizable third-person open-world action game, and just put all of that TLC. I mean, I've been reading about Hogwarts Legacy for the past 2 or 3 years now at this point. So those guys are putting in some hours. I've only seen the HP books and films, but not Fantastic Beasts or anything like that. I did see Cursed Child on stage, which, while the effects and stuff were amazing, it wasn't overlong fan. Oh, okay. Fiction in terms of writing. Exactly. Don't do writing like that, Richard. Yeah, well, yeah. Thank you. I appreciate that. I'm not trying to be on a pedestal, but I like entertainment to be entertainment. Like, I like the fact that the Galactic Empire is a galactic empire. They're not making a commentary on the state of oligarchies today in the world, and big business and capital expenditure over the lives and rights of people as a whole. They're not making that an observation. They're saying this is their problem. Maybe you recognize a parallel, but you're drawing the parallel. They're not. They're talking about a fictitious galaxy far away a long time ago, having to undergo things that we may be able to relate to, but are not expressly experiencing right now. Or if so, the correlation is ours to draw. But they're not going out there and telling us, you know. Now, that having been said, some of the books, what is the High Republic, are a little bit more inclusive. But so far, they've been fairly non-obtrusive in that, and it is a moving forward thing. So I may not like every single thing ever done, but it's not.
Scomplink? Yeah,
There we go.
I could replace yours with this. Let's get you fixed up.
A beady. Anna says we gotta call him Kobe, but I have trouble with that. It's an adorable name. I love it. I think she does a great job. All right, that's what we'll do. I miss her. She's in the living room.
Wanna
She's
try it out?
just hurting. He's Toby though, because I love my wife and I want her to be here with me in spirit. In fact, the most common criticism of Doctor Who at the moment is its political nature. The show has always been political since the 60s, but I felt, as most do, that the politics were more subtle before the recent episodes. Well, I think, yeah. Again, I'm not saying that you have to stray away from. I want to make sure I'm not putting a huge limiter on this, because I'm not trying to. Obviously, art is art, but at the same time. And people are don't gatekeep. I'm not trying to gatekeep. I'm trying to tell you as a consumer what I enjoy and don't enjoy. But I understand the notion. So what my take ends up boiling down to is, if you want to be political, make the politics relevant to the world, not a political statement on what is currently going on in the actual world. So, like, if I could draw a similarity between Doctor Who in the 1960s and what was going on in the actual 1960s, that's fine. That's mine to draw. But if I'm making a I'm making a proclamation, that was what I was looking for. I'm making a proclamation that you should vote for, believe in, etc., a certain ideal outside of the broad brush freedom and other types of liberties that we. Like I said, again, we can keep broad brush because no one seems to be able to agree on what is and isn't a freedom or a liberty. Then you start speaking about, I vote for this side, or be on the right, or be on the left, or be a centrist. That's where things kind of get a little bit more like, I don't want to. We know the Empire are the bad guys. We know the rebels are the good guys. It's the good guys even wore white. And the bad guys wore black clothing and carried red, and like these colors that we kind of on a base level associated with good guy, bad guy. It's not a racial thing or a political thing. It's a storybook thing. We should enjoy what we enjoy. Absolutely, and that's the thing. I agree. Anyways, I'm a bit surprised I brought all this up. Not just because I'm supposed to be focused on editing, but because I've seen snippets of the drama tension not related to Bayonetta 3. Yes, Viddy, focus a bit more on editing. No, I don't want to disrupt you, but at the same time, I'm enjoying the conversation. The Bayonetta 3 drama, again, I get it. I agree to an extent that I definitely think that there are issues with the way that was handled. But these are fully grown adults. These are fully grown adults. These are fully matured companies.
Stop! Intruder!
And we still handle it like children. Yes, I think she should have been offered more money. No, I don't know why they chose to go for another actor, especially one who is absolutely demanding more money than she was.
This'll be fun.
But at the same time, son of a gun, hold on one second. Got him. I believe that the actor that they got, the question that I would have in this case, and again, I'm not emotionally invested, just intellectually invested, but the question I would have is the replacement actor that they got is an actor that I'm very familiar with, has been a humongous actor in in cartoons and video games for at least the past 20, 25 years, probably even longer, maybe even 30 years. And she absolutely would have demanded or has demanded more money than what was being offered. Although I am led to believe that she wasn't privy to the circumstances prior to being brought up and that she's currently under an NDA. So I'm only curious as to, from a business perspective, why they offered that. And I'm also kind of curious as to if no other agreement could be reached, because something tells me that the actor that they're pulling in right now has always been a high demand actor and definitely demands more money. So, hey AR, how you doing? So, but again, maybe I just don't understand. That's also very possible. Yeah, for anybody, I won't cover up the, I won't cover the whole story, but I do admit I didn't like how Taylor was entitled against Jennifer Hale and may have lied, or miscommunicated about what she was actually offered, but Bayonetta 3 should still succeed while being. Talent should not be underpaid anymore. Yeah, I definitely, I mean, I don't think that okay. And this is a lot of ifs, because again, I'm not emotionally invested. I'm intellectually invested, which means I'm going off of what makes sense, not how I feel, but by what I can prove or what I believe I should try to prove before I come to an assessment. And one of those is, there are a couple of those, I guess. One of those is the deal that was offered, as I understand it so far, has only been presented from Helena Taylor. There was someone who was, I think it was the head of Platinum, who was vehemently against the statements being made, stating them as slander, but they didn't take what I believe to be the appropriate approach by providing any possible information that could be provided. They instead opted to block people, which looks suspicious, but isn't an admission of guilt. It's just somebody not wanting to deal with the drama until they can speak on it. Or it could be dubious. I don't know. So yet again, I don't have enough evidence on that to make a judgment. Jennifer Hale coming up. Jennifer Hale is a huge name when it comes to voice acting. She's in the Star Wars world. She's played Bastila Shan in KOTOR 1 and 2. In the Mass Effect trilogy, she's Femshep. There are several. She was, even back in the 90s, so this is almost 30 years ago, there was a show, Where in the World is Carmen Sandiego? And she was one of the voice actors then. She was on that show. I think she was in Captain America, not Captain America, Captain Planet. Like she's been around a long time. But yeah, Eternal Darkness, exactly. Yeah, she's the main character there, and Metal Gear Solid. So yeah, I mean, like she's done a ton. Like I said, back in the 90s, Where in the World is Carmen Sandiego? She was one of the voices of one of the characters there who did the educational kind of quizzes. She was I can't remember the redheaded young adult that was in that, or teenager, I think. I don't remember the age, but anyway, that was her too. She's been around for a while, so she's certainly not going to take the same deal that Taylor was offered. So that means the company inevitably was still paying more money than what was allegedly offered. And then the other thing is to become possessive and say, oh, you can't say you are this. I mean, again, I'm not really emotionally invested, but my opinion is, technically speaking, I almost thought you said Hale voiced Carmen. No, she did. That would be cool, though. That would have been interesting. Carmen Sandiego is awesome. I still think she's an awesome character. But again, yet again, not being emotionally invested, but being technically or logically invested, if you're willing to put in the work, especially the entire voice work of a game, you can indeed say that, at least in part, you were that character. I don't think that any right should be wavered from that, regardless of the circumstances. In the same way that I feel like David Hayter can't be upset at Kiefer Sutherland, and I feel like Kiefer Sutherland can say I was Snake or a version of Snake, even if obviously if they don't want to get into the weeds Punished Snake versus, or Venom Snake rather. But like, Kiefer Sutherland can say he was Snake just as much as David Hayter could, in my opinion. David Hayter may be other people's snakes, and other people may rebuke the efforts by Kiefer Sutherland. Aw, dang it, I shouldn't have stopped there. David Hayter, I recall, was pretty polite about the VA challenge change. To be fair, you cannot have Snake without a Hayter. I honestly, this is me personally, and I've played Metal Gear for a long time too. I think Hayter's great, but I absolutely adored Sutherland's portrayal as well. So, to me, Hayter is more iconic. But if I were going to watch a movie done in CG about Metal Gear Solid, I almost, from my own sensibilities, I think I would cast Sutherland. He just has that really good. So Hayter. To be fair though, Hayter picked up at a point where things were a lot more campy, which I think is a big part of the tongue-in-cheek humor of Metal Gear Solid. Right? I get that. I lie. I make sure I'm on the right track. I don't have a marker here. Hayter came in when voice acting in video games wasn't really... you weren't really acting as cinematically. You were trying to act in a more campy fashion and kind of overexert, which I think he did well. But I absolutely adore Sutherland's version. Hayter was also well known for having a hand in the X-Men films, I believe, at least the very first one. I didn't know that. I didn't know that at all. That's really cool. But yeah, that's super cool. I'm gonna assume that this here, that's a break point, I believe. Let me take a peek before I do this. Before I go back. No, never mind. I'm locked out. So I guess this is where we're going. Okay. Oh, I get a new objective as I go. But yeah, I mean, I love Hayter. Don't get me wrong. I really do. I think he's great. But if, again, I really love Sutherland's portrayal. I also really like Sutherland's voice, though. If you've ever seen the movie Phone Booth, the movie itself is incredibly reliant on literally just Sutherland's voice. There's some acting done, but the acting is predominantly Colin Farrell, who is on screen a majority of the time, and he does a phenomenal job. And then it's Kiefer Sutherland's voice coming over the phone. And that's it. And it's really, honestly, I like the movie a lot. So.
Enemy here.
Dang it. Hey.
I got him.
Doesn't matter. I can use a scomp link, right?
Get up here. Hurry.
I used the stem.
We're doomed.
Dang it.
You're mine, Jedi. Hey, fire.
Hey, come on. Yeah.
Think you can break in?
Is that where it was supposed to go? Oh. What's this? Oh, it's a crate. Nice. Okay. Did I get a new metal or lightsaber material? I'd be cool with that. That'd be nice. Oh, it's Duty and Resolve. We'll see what it looks like. Duty and Resolve. I think they tied in a lot of the
Jedi. Take that.
I think they tied in a lot of the Disney World theme park version of this too, because I believe Duty and Resolve is what one of the lightsaber combinations that you can have is known as. Or Imperial excavation near the crash. Way over here. Wait, where is that in relation to where our ship? I mean, I guess I'm. I guess we'll see. I'm gonna I'm gonna go through the ventilation system. Hey.
There, Hannah.
Let me go. Oh, son of a gun. It went too quick. Where'd you go, AR, by the way? I hope you're doing well. My phone is, as I was saying before, my phone screen is fixed. So, I've gotten it repaired, so now it is working and it works really well, and I'm very happy with it.
I heard. They plan to bring Zeffo artifacts to Coruscant.
Does that mean?
That the Emperor is interested in Zeffo? Maybe.
Also, Coruscant, this is obviously post-episode 3. Coruscant still remained the major governmental hub of the galaxy, even after... How did I... It still remained the governmental center of the galaxy.
Villager was wounded, but he took out a trooper.
Nice. There's another helmet over here, I think. Nice. Coruscant, you could still have...
Can you slice
they would
this
still
open?
have council. They would still hold council and such because they were being given.
Enemy here! I got this. Down!
They were typically given an area or a territory that they would govern, which could be an entire that poor droid, which could technically just be
Someone? Anyone?
a territory of a planet, or it might be kind of like NATO, where you have different various people that cover the interests of an entire planet apiece. That
Let's
kind of
see what's behind here. That's how you do it.
Nice. Did I make a shortcut or no? I've not been here.
Do not concern yourself with a missing artifact. I'll deal with it personally.
I'm gonna meditate because I want to get back that one I wasted. What's up at the very tip top? I can't. They haven't populated yet, so I guess I won't know a little bit. But I have agile deflection, which is going to be super handy because I just got shot running off of a wall. Agile deflection will at least allow me to automatically deflect while I'm sprinting and such. That's really good. But yeah, so Coruscant actually remained the government center of it. So when we see a lot of the movies, I'm gonna let them do their thing. When we see a lot of the movies, we assume kind of the Emperor is. We assume the Emperor is just kind of.
Enemy here!
Okay, I was trying to do it. I was trying to sneak, but there's not a sneak button. You just kind of have to do it. So.
Pressure on him. Watch yourself. Your turn.
One more. Ah, dang it. I didn't know you got a second shot off. AR says, hey, Viddy. Welcome in, AR. Hope you're doing well. Hope everything is going super good. Oh, okay. Well. But I think when we get, or at least when I watched the videos before I read any of the books, I think I get a lot of, I got a lot rather of, hey, again, my computer slowed down a bit, but I'm still here. Oh, that's okay, no worries. Editing always does that. What do you, if you don't mind my asking, what do you use to edit? I'm just curious. I tout what I have, and I'm very happy about it, but at the same time, there may be easier processes that are not so harsh on the computer too. But yeah, no, whenever I was thinking about it before I had read the books and such, you always have this kind of feeling that the Emperor has always just been sitting on top of the Death Star. He's always just like, build it around me, I'll sit here. And it's not at all how that works.
Know any jokes, BD? I don't know. Why? Classic.
I like that. Well, we kind of have that now with Alexa or Google, where they're like, hey, you can tell me a joke. But you know, but it's not. He doesn't build it around me. I finished the Thrawn, not the original Thrawn trilogy, but the 2019 Thrawn trilogy. by Timothy Zahn, the guy that wrote the original Thrawn trilogy. And I
There's gotta
really
be some information on the
like those
excavation
books. I
inside,
really like
right?
Thrawn. He's one of my favorite
looking on
characters
the
in
bright
all of Star
side.
Wars.
Thanks, buddy.
I hope we run it.
And it talks about like how everyone was going back to Coruscant to get things settled. And it talks about how, oh man, it talks about how everybody was going to Coruscant to get things settled when they needed government help, and how it talks about the Death Star coming back, whether the Death Star is getting created or not. The third book is all about a literal competition that the Empire had between Director Krennic from Rogue One and Grand Admiral Thrawn to determine whose project was going to get built. Oh, he saw me. Son of a gun. That's not even fair. I thought he was going after the scout trooper. So Director Krennic wants the Death Star built. This is the third book, Thrawn Treason. Director Krennic wants the Death Star built, obviously, and Rogue One shows that. Thrawn wants something called the TIE Defenders, which increases the mobility of the TIE fighter, gives it life support system, gives it a shield system, gives it a hyperdrive, better weapons, better maneuverability, better visibility. Just basically makes the TIE fighter much more dangerous all the way around. As a consequence, they killed the big thing for me. Thank you.
The Jedi is here. Don't get all the rewards for this.
Oh, he disappeared, but yeah, he's gone. That's awesome.
Let's keep up. Intruder there. Lay down suppressive fire. We've got this. I've got him. Someone else get in here. Aim better. Look alive.
And now it's just the melee guys. Okay. And then Stardust, though, is the code name for the Death Star. And it's just how the competition goes. And obviously, we've seen the movie, so we know technically who wins the competition. But it's got some really good ways of explaining everything. It's really good. It's a really good book trilogy. And then I've just started the Thrawn Ascendancy trilogy, which is a prequel, kind of highlighting what Thrawn was doing before the Empire existed, or before he even showed up to it. There's also the book, I made mention of this, I think, last time. There's the second book in the series, which is Thrawn Alliances, which is basically Thrawn versus Darth Vader with Darth Vader the whole time. Really freaking cool book. But it talks about Thrawn being a part of the Chiss Ascendancy, which is the name of their military and their people. Chiss are the name of the species, and Ascendancy is the name of the military, or the Chiss Ascendancy. And it talks about a lot of cool stuff.
I don't think I can hit a target moving that fast. If you've been training, you'd be able to hit anything charging at you. To be fair, we didn't train shooting charging horned creatures.
I'm pretty sure that that's where they were, but I want to come over here for just a second. Well, maybe. Let me see where this leads me. I can't remember.
I'm still approaching. Okay. How did you kill them all?
Well, I haven't. Technically, I didn't kill anybody. You did it. But I'm not the eager one to start shooting at people. It just so happens you shoot and then I block.
For
But that's
you,
okay.
right?
Okay, I'm gonna go over here and do this real quick, just because. Where'd you go, Toby? What are you doing? I should just be able to make the jump. Yeah. No, wait. Hold on. Can I got a swing? Nope, I can't. And I can't jump far enough to do it yet either. So that means I'm gonna have to lower that. So that's okay. That just means I'm not meant to be there yet. But it's good when you have multiple paths. I always like to make sure. Alright. That,
You're mine, traitor.
Uh-oh.
He is spry. Can't compete.
Toss me one, BD. BD, stim here.
Just follow me.
Oh, you could. How can you stand it?
That will sting. You're swift.
Come on, come on. 8 purge troopers.
Won't get me. I won't slip up. Give up, traitor. Finish the job.
We stim.
Help, BD.
Oof. Okay. Purge troop. Okay. Problem is, there's still a shield here that I can't get by. So I'm gonna have to wall run over into this little corridor. And I've only got 1 stim left, which is fine. But I don't want to run any more of the purge troops. I'll be in trouble. Okay.
Any sign of the tomb?
No, and the Empire's been stepping up security.
Keep your focus. Watch out for him, BD.
Okay, we'll keep looking.
Watch out for him, Toby. You got this. Alright, once we're well and far away from that... I can meditate right here. Okay. It's meditation, right? Yeah. This is the bonfire area. I need to find another... I don't need to, but I guess I want to find another workbench to see what I can do with my lightsaber. What I do think is a little bit of a shame is you can't really do all the quick... You can do the customization to the hilt, but you can't do any blade customization until you're 3/4 of the way through the game. And my favorite color is not one of the 3 originals, so... It's not that big of a deal, obviously. It's just one of those things that if you want to play... You want to play it your way, the New Game Plus version will let you do it, so... But I don't think we're doing New Game. I think we opted not. Okay, so wait a minute. There was something... What the heck? Whatever it is isn't down there. That's for sure. Probably not over there. But I can't go back up because that's an ice slide. So that means I have to be looking around. That means I need to be looking around for what is accessible. Answer. It wouldn't be anything like that. It'd be something more. I can't go back up because it's an ice slide. And I'm supposed to be here because there's a meditation. So where can I go? It is down there. Okay, here we go. The game spends half the time teaching you don't jump randomly into things, but then I forgot that this was a part where you could do exactly that.
Hey, Grease, you busy?
Well, I was trying to watch No, I'm not busy. Never busy. So, you need something?
I'm standing next to 2 crashed ships. Looks like you weren't the only pilot who had trouble with the wind here.
Whoa, you're just realizing that?
Looks like a Jedi starfighter, but I don't think it is. No, but it's not. Never mind.
Yeah, okay. All I wanted to say was thanks.
You're welcome, kid. But, I gotta go. I got a thing, so gotta... See ya.
I have no idea what Grease is up to. I have no idea. But if they make a live-action movie, I want Jon Favreau to voice it. Okay. Let's see. I want to try to avoid that thing. Can't remember what it is. Can I scan? It's a flower.
These plants kind of remind me of Grease's fur.
Toby's like, I like to plant flowers. So. Okay, that's not going to be... Oh, no, that's necessary. Never mind. All right. Let's try to stay out of the path. Honestly, walkways and walls like that wouldn't be too bad. You'd save on how much metal you're using because it's stamped out, but it technically wouldn't be
Probe droid.
structurally
They're
bad.
watching us, BD.
Come on. Okay, he shot his shot and he did. They shoot really slowly, though. I mean, not slowly in that regard. I think probe droids make the one of my buddies, who's also a huge Star Wars fan. Probe droids are one of his favorite, just because of the. Where'd you see Toby? Just because of the noises that they make. In episode 5. Oh, he was able to oh, that's cool. He was able to scan the probe droid, even though it fell technically way the heck. Okay. Uh-oh. We're fine. You gotta be super fast on the door. So to deflect, I do like this method. To deflect the laser blast back, you have to hit the button right as the laser blast would normally hit you. You have to hit the block button, which I think is a pretty common thing in video games. But I really like it when you can do it with like a probe droid or something that's super fast. I really like that because it feels like, oh man, I did a great job. I was good. That feels good. Okay, so the option I think is to go up here, which is forward. Uh-oh. Or to go that direction, which gives me a chest. I think I'm gonna go that way. For just now. So I should be able to grab onto that rope that I just cut. And I should be able to swim across. I don't want to fight that thing, so I'm just gonna try to avoid it. All the dogs bark. I'm so sorry. Toby, you got a flashlight? What am I talking about? I have a flashlight. Wait, what did you say? Overcharge.
Our forces have inflicted heavy damage to the Separatist dreadnought.
Oh no, this is cool.
Unfortunately, the same is true for our vessel. Despite the damage, I recommend we see this through. Together. You know, I'm not one to back down from a fight.
That's really cool. That is the... Oh, shoot. What is his name? I don't know why I forgot it, but it's the voice actor for the clones from the Clone Wars series. Not Tamara Morrison. It's the... Why have I forgotten his name? He's so good at voices. He's the one that also does the... What is it? Grave Mind from Halo and... Oh, man. Oh, I gotta look his name up. That's gonna really bother me. He's super talented, and I would feel super bad if I didn't have it. Clone... D. Bradley Baker. I don't know why I didn't get that. I know who he is. Sheesh. I know who he is. I've known who he is. He's super awesome. He's a great voice actor. He's plays every single clone that you hear in the Clone Wars animated series and the Bad Batch. I say every single. He plays most of them, like 99% of them. I think they pull in other voice actors on occasion. But all of the ones that sound pretty close to the same are him. Uh-oh. You can't fit in here. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? You gonna growl at me? Well, I'm gonna hide over here. Wait. Was there anything else to be gotten from this room? If I find out by chance that he can actually squeeze his way in here, I'm gonna be really... I was gonna say upset, but you know what? I probably could just run around in a circle and then leave. He cannot fit in here. But what I did find out is he knows I'm in here. And he's come all the way up to the door. Which means confrontation is likely unavoidable. Oh, no, technically no. He turned his backside to me. Go to the left. I'm gonna walk out gently. Okay, you can keep going. That's where I need to get up on there, right? Is that? I'm gonna try to be quiet. Once I get up there, I don't think he can follow me. He doesn't look like a jumper. Okay. Does he know I'm up here? I think he does, but I don't guess it really matters. He doesn't seem to be able to reach. Okay. That's an overcharge thing too, right, Toby? Can we overcharge that to knock this shield down so that I can scoot through that? Can we? It seems like a good thing. All right, so let me see really quickly if I can. No, I cannot. Maybe I can. I don't know if I want to risk it. Okay, I'm going to try to slide through here first. We'll see where this goes. It's really good that Cal is able to slide through this kind of stuff, but at the same time, what are the odds? I believe the guy that plays him is quite a lot smaller than me, so I guess that makes sense. Judge me by my size, do you? Well, you should not. Okay. Then I can slide back to this one. This should bring me out to the next platform, yeah? Son of a gun. This has brought me somewhere. Why are these things every single place that anything can be? He's probably heard that, so let me jump up here. That door won't open. This isn't spinning. That's where I came from. I don't know if he's upset. He might be upset. I can't tell. That's a really pretty pattern. I'm curious with him doing that too. I'm also curious as to what his intelligence is. A rabid Yota. Or Jota. I don't think I want to fight him. And I also don't think it's necessary. Uh-oh, that thing. I hate those things. Did I kill a thing with it? I did. I killed. Okay, nice. All right, I'm fine with that. All right. I don't know if I've been to this section. I don't think this is necessary. I think this is. Oh, wait. I was trying to get out of the way so that I could push them into the little wolf things, but then that didn't work. Oh, wait. That worked. That's what I wanted. Do you have one more? Oh. I don't even know.
An overcharge?
I think this is a whole. Wait, what did it change? Oh, that's fine. You can come with me. The door doesn't need to be. The door just needs to be open. Oh, that's water. I thought it was ice. Toby. Oh, I thought that was going to fall and kill me. Okay. Get rid of these. I hate these little poison claws. They're the most frustrating things. I can't reach that. Oh, I reach this. I could, but I decided I don't want to, I guess. Okay, I see what I'm doing. Oh, man. So this is a good example. I love the music of Star Wars. And that theme you just heard right there is variations on Cal Kestis' theme, which I actually think is a really good theme. I don't know who did all the music.
Invading forces disclosed.
Whoops!
You will regret that.
Not that likely. Awesome.
Trauma inflicted.
Oh, that's death. Nope, never mind.
Escape.
I wasn't wanting to escape. I just want to hit you, and
Unessential.
I didn't even want to do that. I just wanted to overcharge you, but see, they do so much damage.
Your edge is forthcoming.
And then BD can hack her for me. Thank you. I need you for this thing too.
I think you can handle this, BD.
What is that? That seemed okay. Hold on. I get it. This all feels like stuff I did not do the very first time I played this, which makes me wonder where in the world I am. Toby, can you open that? Does that mean open or close? There's something on the other side of it that I'm gonna kill. Come on. Oh, it's one of those wolf thingies. Okay. So maybe I did do all of this and I just didn't remember. Give me a stem. Where am I supposed to have rotated? Let me see. Because the charge ends on a dime. But this doesn't line up with it.
Thanks for the help.
Well, yeah, I appreciate it. Oh. Ah, I get it. Okay. But I was just saying, I'm having trouble getting up there.
We're hit! Brace yourselves!
There was a battle. The ship went down. But there were survivors.
Was this all just for that? Oh, I bet this is the thing that I was fighting. Yep. Okay. So I'm gonna assume I don't have to go all the way to the back. Toby, can we open that?
BD? Good to hear.
I'm gonna guess the answer is no. I don't seem to see it. And it doesn't look like I can go through here. Okay. I mean, we did a good job on that. I think we did all right. Back up. Now we're good, BD. We got it. I was thinking there was going to be a shortcut back, and does not look like it. We fought a K droid, a
Let's
K
go,
unit.
BD.
The thing that I think is really cool about this is that you can go and there's so many things you can just go and try to explore and find. And sometimes it does mean the map doesn't take you into places that have any major benefit, but you can still go. Shut the door, why not? You can still go just to explore, and it's not and it's not often useless. Like you'll get, like I just did, you'll get a skill point, or you'll get a an echo or something like that. Which of course echoes are more story. Wait, so there's got to be a way out of here because I'm still getting closer to my goal. It's over here. But somehow I got sidetracked. And I've no... Oh, okay, so there's... This is supposed to be an Imperial lift on my right. Oh, son of a gun, that thing. Supposed to be an Imperial lift over here. This way. Problem. I can't fit outside of
Let's
it.
move, BD.
So the room I'm in is an annex. Let me get out of here so I can take it. If I go this way, I can come all the way to the door that leads me down to that other level. Oh. Huh. Yeah, that's where the Imperial elevator is, which would take me back to where I need to go. I don't know, I mean the elevator in general. So, question I have is, how the heck did I get back there? Because that's not annex. This, we're just gonna get rid of it. I think they regrow anyway, but I can't climb that. I can't jump back up there. Yeah, they do. Does this lead anywhere? I think this just goes to a solid
head out.
wall. Nope. It's just a solid wall. Alright, well, I guess I'll just do some more tracing around and see what I can find down there.
BD, need an overcharge here.
Where I need to be is over there, but I can't seem to dive under the water either. I could. But I don't think I can. Okay, well, that's fine. We'll go over to the keep going this way. If they made a way to get here with all of this, they've made a way out. By goodness. I think that, honestly, Alright, let's try the other side. Toby, charge that up for me. We'll end it on the other side there so we can see if it's... Yeah, there doesn't look to be any door or anything on this side over here. That door over there looks like it could be opened, but it looks like it would require your scomp link, Toby. But it's not giving me an option to use the scomp link anyway. Yeah, it says that that's where the elevator is. So I think something may just be...
BD, help please.
I didn't need the stem.
You're quick.
Dang it. Okay. So yeah, this is where the elevator is. So I'm gonna have... I think I'm gonna have to load it. I think it's a glitch. Because according to this is where the elevator is. But I can't use the elevator with myself or BD. Let me see if the light... Really quickly. Let me see if the light turns the color while the water's electric.
Mind doing an overcharge?
It does. So that's what's going on. The question is... that clearly is going to hurt me. Can I just cross and let him stay there?
Think we're doing okay, BD?
Nope.
Good.
This one's a bit of a puzzle, I guess. But I don't see how. Let me see. Okay. BD overcharge for me. Okay. Overcharge. If I jump, that's death. Oh, I get it. Okay, so what if I was able to chop this so it no longer touched the water? There we go. Now the charge would no longer touch the water. Alright, that's a clever puzzle. I like that. I just wasn't getting it at first, but like that's a pretty clever. I like that where it's kind of think outside the box. You can't move, you can't get. Oh, cool. You can't move, you can't get him out. So what you need to do is you need to get the electricity out. I like that.
General, are you injured?
I'm fine, Commander. But where is Marcef? Where is my Padawan?
My men are scouting the wreckage now. We'll find them. I'm getting a transmission now. Probably the squad. Oh, hang on. It's from the Supreme Chancellor.
Oh, sheesh. He says it's from the He says it's from the Supreme Chancellor. So that's when he got Order 66. That is messed up. Okay, so we need to bridge the gap between here and there.
Come on, BD.
We don't have another way to climb, do we? Yeah, we do. I don't want to fight that thing, so let's see. Well, that wasn't it. Try again. That was nearly perfect if I hit the right place. Did I go to the right place? No. Oh, maybe. Yep, I did. Okay. A lot of red. I thought this was a room I had come from before, but it... Oh, it was. Okay. I guess I didn't remember that much red. All the way out, please. Thank you. Okay, I think we've had our fill of whatever was in there. What'd you find, Toby? Oh. Hey, you know what? Let's close that place back up. But we need to figure out how to jump across. There are Kratos. I don't think is even where we were meant to go. I think this was just an entire side foray to get extra stuff.
Hey, BD.
We did get a lot of stuff.
What is it, BD?
What do we get? We got a new poncho. Okay, let's take a look. That's not where you look at poncho. What poncho? Is it, there's a Bravo, Braca. Oh, that one's not... Actually, you know what? I like that one. Not bad. Not bad. Not the best. Not bad. Okay, so now we can go back. I want to figure out what all the ponchos are. You can actually, in the New Game Plus, you can actually get wear an Inquisitor suit if you want. And that is not a spoiler. That has nothing to do with the story. In terms of how we end up. It's just a cool little bonus. And you also unlock automatically the lightsaber color red. Which you don't get in the normal game. These guys are a little slow going. Because they will, when they know that they're going to destruct, they will come toward you. Which is a clever thing, I guess, but... Ah, son of a gun. I was more focused on the blowy up one. Yeah, there we go. Now I'm gonna be... They don't move super fast. But they move fast enough. Okay, there we go. So, but all of this stuff is, I think, pretty exclusive. Zeffo and all this is pretty... We do know... This is weird backstory for the new trilogy. I say the new trilogy, from the sequel trilogy. We know that Palpatine was super obsessed with a lot of different alien species that had Force sensitivities and practices in their culture. The Force was not a... The Force actually got a life and a Force increase. That's super nice.
The commander was killed by a lightsaber.
Nice. The Force isn't always just a Jedi thing. It was actually in a lot of different cultures, and there were also different, kind of like there are now, with religions, there were a lot of different sects. You had Zazen Shah, you had Jal Shay, you had Ossus, the Ossus Keepers. All of them used the Force in what they believed to be the purest way or the correct way. With obviously nobody being correct or incorrect, because that's not what it's about. But you also had a lot of Force-sensitive ones, like the Sith, who were actually an alien species before they were the name taken by Darkside Force Wield. The Sith and the Sithari, who is the leader of the Sith alien species, had these little... They were red-skinned, face-tendrilled individuals that came from the planets, different various planets, but Yavin was one that they seemed to frequent quite often, which is the planet which Luke Skywalker started an academy on. I don't know if that's the planet his academy was on. I don't know if that's the planet that his academy was on in
the
sequel
pit of my
trilogy.
stomach. At first I thought it was Grease's cooking. Now it's getting even stronger. I think the closer we are, the worse I feel. It can't mean anything good.
Okay, Toby. But we know that Palpatine obsessed over different various aliens who were Force sensitive or who used the Force. And Zeffo makes sense, but the ones he seemed to really stick to were called the Duardi. They were called the Duardi. And that's where those big statues that kind of bend over are, and it's also the ring that Snoke wore is a Duardi artifact. I have a little bit of trouble believing that Palpatine would have allowed a clone who was not supposedly super important. Which one am I even supposed to, up or down? Down. Thank you, BD. I have issue believing that Palpatine would want a clone wearing a priceless Duardi artifact, but it is possible, I guess. Are we on the correct level yet? Or are we too low? That's way down there. Okay. Well, down we go. Wait, this is insert the way down we go song. That's really awesome. Oh, another really cool thing is if they have the machine gun fire and you hit the... shoot. Can I do this just with them there? Oop. 2K units it is. And,
Your odds of surviving are low. Very low.
numerically speaking, perhaps. Never tell me the odds. That's the line that every Star Wars fan would quote there, I guess. Oh. Slowed you down when you were all red. You were mild.
Unwise.
Toby! Hack that one to help me with this one.
Inferior Jedi.
Let him have a slap fight. I think ours is going to lose because we obviously had to chop it down to lower health. No, we can hack both of them.
Damage initiated.
No, it's okay. They're on our side now. And now we have 2K units that are our friends. Look, that's really cool.
Up a zip line?
Thank you, Toby.
This motor should do the trick. How does it feel?
And they're just looming over me, trying to protect me. Okay, now I can climb up zip lines. That's really cool.
There's got to be a way to the tomb.
Oh, I can use this to... Okay, let me take a look really quickly. I want to see if I've got a cool lightsaber. Hilt. Sleep. That's what. We have Elemental Nature, which is made out of wood. That's kind of cool. I feel like that if Anna had a lightsaber, hers would have something like this, where it's got the plants carved. So when you go, that's another thing. Like you have, I think, 5 categories of sabers when it comes to making your saber up there, and I believe each time that you go, you get a set of parts for. You get enough parts to make one complete saber of the 2 possible sabers that you can make for each of the categories. So they give you, I think it's Duty and Resolve, and I think Elemental Nature is 1, Passion and Strength, and then I don't think that's 1. But I believe these are the ones you can find at Disney. Like Passion and Strength is the dark side one, Elemental Nature is the nature one, obviously. Duty and Resolve is the like Jedi one. I think that there are 5 you get, and they each have 2 apiece that you can have when you build it. So, and I feel like Anna's would probably be. She's very nature. She's a nature lover. She's all these green plants, and she takes really good care of them, and they're awesome. And I could never do it because when it comes to nature, death surrounds me. But oh, you know what? I bet we use this boring machine here. Oh, maybe not. There's just a random shield here. We can. So I'm guessing we got the power zipline thing to tell us that we went the wrong way. We should just go back up. Okay. Well. I remember it gets really confusing.
Let's move, BD.
I remember this getting a little bit. I say really. I remember getting at least a little confused. Because it tells you have to go down, so I think that's what they anticipated. But then you go down and it's like, oh, okay, you gotta fight 2K units to get it.
I knew it would end like this.
This is a captain. Captain, I'd like to file a complaint. It was not the captain. That's the captain. Captains have the little orange pauldrons on.
Solid hit.
Really? No. No, you're gonna do that. Now it's you. It's really satisfying if you get knocked off like that, to be able to knock them off and be like, this is you. Elevator. Okay. Alright. What else do we have? We have this side over here. And then we have this link, which I believe is not the one that put me on the other side, but I believe it just takes me in a big circle. So let's go this way. Thank you, guys. Thanks for what, AR? I mean, I don't know that I've done anything, but
You're no match. Stop loose.
But if I have, you're quite welcome. I don't I don't know if I'm missing some of the chat too. I like it doesn't look like from my side I am, but the last thing I have before thank you guys is hey again my computer slowed down from Vidi, so I'm sure I'm missing something. So my apologies. I think you guys should be able to hear me too, but if I'm having a technical issue, please let me know. I want to be able to talk with you guys. I thought everything was working okay. It looks like it is from my side, but you just never know. You get everything started, and it's like, eh.
Good work, BD.
Toby. Thank you. All right. Can I make this jump up here? No, I have to run. That's okay. But thanks for what? Also, my phone's fixed now. We need to. We gotta get together on talking about stuff. I think you made mention of that.
The worker left their tools in a hurry. They were anxious to locate
whenever you're ready, just
but
let me
also
know.
careless of the history buried here.
Can't throw my lightsaber yet. Whoa! Oh, it's a rock. It looks like a. Wait. It is. It's carved. It's carved rock. Okay. Can't push the rope down either. Son of a gun. But anyway, yeah, I don't know what to thank this for, man, but I'm always happy to do whatever I can. Don't know that I've done anything super important or good, but if I have, you're quite welcome, but please let me know how I can continue to. Huh. Oh, okay, well, I guess I can just do this, right? Okay. Alright, this probably wasn't the best. No, never. What am I supposed to do? Oh, okay. I can definitely say that it's not the most intuitive map out there. Oh, okay. And then I could actually swing back. Pick up this echo. Nice, okay.
My men will double their efforts. We'll get inside, Officer Crane.
Oh, I guess there's another thing too. If anyone's curious as to why stormtroopers and clone troopers have different voices. So they basically, the clone troopers, as they began to I mean, of course, you see in episode 7, you kind of see it. But as the clone troopers, Jango Fett was killed. So in episode 2, you see the clones come up. You see Jango Fett there on Kamino. At the end of episode 2, Jango Fett's killed. So Jango only has 2 perfect DNA clones. He has Boba, and then he has another little girl, perfect clone called Omega. Omega, if you're looking for source material, Boba obviously exists everywhere. But Omega exists in Bad Batch, which is canon. And Omega and Boba, if you clone basically either of them, since they are themselves clones, you're really still stretching the DNA. You're more likely to get imperfections, and you're more likely to have trouble. And so what they ended up doing is they tried to stretch the DNA as far as they could, which caused more and more mutations and more issues each time they did it. Uh-oh. I didn't know you could grab this stuff, honestly, so glad that worked out. So anyway, they would cause more and more issues. So they went from clones, because it was getting expensive and the DNA wasn't good, to enlisted help, and they just hired stormtroopers. So stormtroopers were either, depending on where you were from and how far into the Empire you were, and how far into the Empire's reign you were, Can I cut this rope with the wind tunnel here? The wind tunnel is way farther out than I thought it was. Okay. If you were early in the Empire's reign, you were probably being enlisted to help secure the. This was when the rhetoric was tall, right? Everybody couldn't see over it. But then you also have people that, when the Empire was kind of much more well established, were conscripted. It was kind of now your patriotic duty. We're in times of peace, and to preserve that, you need to serve the Galactic Empire for however long. What that does not answer is why the majority of Imperial stormtroopers were human. Because they, for some reason, they were mostly human. Oh, okay, that's where I'm going. Okay, they were mostly human, which I don't understand. They talk about in the Thrawn books. They talk about
How predictable.
Well, clearly you're here where I needed to be, but
I know your name.
I know yours too. But I'm not going to say it because spoilers.
And most importantly, about Cordova.
She's got a great voice.
Where did
The voice actor that played her, she's really just cool.
Outstanding.
Yeah, she's got. I like her voice a lot. She's really cool.
You can't run forever.
She's nowhere near as cool as the Grand Inquisitor.
I will destroy you.
That was blocking.
That was nothing.
Okay. The thing I really like, so the Inquisitorius, which is what she's a part of. The thing I really like about the Inquisitor, well, not even the Inquisitorius, Grand Inquisitor. I do believe I'm supposed to get her health down to a certain point. So I thought I was supposed to lose this fight, but now I'm looking back. I think I was supposed to actually.
BD, I need help.
Definitely not as good of a fighter as she is, but it's probably, it's honestly, having two blades is a disadvantage. Cal, deactivate one of them.
Very well. You won't dodge the next.
You were right. I didn't have to. You didn't try. Okay.
Not quick enough.
True.
You can't win. Accept it.
BD!
I gotta figure out what exactly the thing is here, because she can recover really quickly from her.
Your demise draws nearer.
She can recover really quickly from her block bar going down. See, like that white bar is her block bar.
You'll die a failure.
Now I'll die a trier. That's cool. Oh, her block bar is completely full again too. Runs out of block stamina, he'll be temporarily. Is that the first time I've run out of? I think it's the first time I've actually run out of block stamina. Dang it, she was too fast.
Very well. You won't dodge the next.
I'm trying to hit you, I'm not even trying to dodge. Okay, I kind of get what she's doing here. It doesn't make anything any easier.
What would Jara Tapal think of you now?
He'd be proud. I'm at least trying to take you on versus just letting the Empire fall. Oh, she got me. Okay, I'm gonna try again. They actually do make it. She is actually pretty tough. They make the lightsaber combat in this really cool, and definitely also pretty tough. So, dang it though. Dang it. Peek here. We'll probably wrap it up shortly after this. Because I think it's a good stopping point once we have some answers here. There's a one of the things that I think is actually pretty cool is about the Inquisitorius, though, is the Grand Inquisitor. And the Grand Inquisitor, one of the things that makes the Grand Inquisitor so impressive is that he is almost able, with stunning precision, he is almost able to pick out who. Not only can he determine what's going on with, like, okay, how do I say this? Not only can he determine what's going on with the person he's fighting, but he can actually figure out who trains you, and then he knows a style to counter that style. Thank goodness I saved there. If I hadn't used that meditation spot, that would have been bad. There we go. I was just doing a spot of editing. How's everything? Everything's going good with me.
Are you scared?
Hope it's going well with you.
You bleed like all the others.
So did you, because I got my health back, so that's what that meant.
I'm the superior fighter.
That's true. Dang it. Okay.
That was nothing.
Dang it. Okay, I did hit her, though, but that's not... I gotta be more patient with my blocking right here. There we go. Now I can wail on her for a minute. Literally for a minute, though, because her block bar did not stand.
You can't win.
Son of a gun. Okay. Dang. Okay, that's... If I can catch her off guard, too, that helps.
Catch me?
Well, I can catch you. I need to recover.
Now, BD.
There we go.
Shall I end this?
You can try. Alright. I'm also not using, like, force speed or anything. I'm just kind of doing my thing, and you're kind of running around like a
I
jerk.
will destroy you.
I gotta figure out the combos. That's the problem. The ones where she turns red. The rest of them don't really matter. That one? The ones where she turns red, you can't block it. Like, okay. I didn't even know that was cool.
Right here, BD.
Okay.
You can't run forever.
I need to run it forever. I need to run until I figure out what in the world you're doing. Not even pattern recognition at this point. It, well, kind of is, I guess. But when she overextends herself like that, it looks like she gets stuck for a second. Video, I was asking too, what kind of video editing software do you use? More running than in Doctor Who. Yes. Yeah, this is not even close to the hardest fight in the game, too.
I'll destroy you like the
Premiere Pro. Okay. Gotcha.
I've suffered far.
I used to use Premiere Pro, and then I started using DaVinci, and I'm kind of curious to find other people that use DaVinci too. Not that Premiere's bad; it's just Premiere costs money, and I wanted not to. I was spending a lot of money in editing or not editing, but like in programs.
I need a stim, BD.
Because it was like $60 or $70 a month for the whole Creative Suite. And I moved to DaVinci because it's free. And it's been pretty good so far, but it may not be the best. I'm just trying to figure out what else is out there. Okay, well okay. So I needed to bring her halfway, or I bet. Okay, yeah, I think this is right. It costs more considering I had to switch from Mac to PC. So. Okay, that's fair. That's definitely fair. Yeah, I started using DaVinci, which I quite like, and it's
Not quite
nice.
as gifted as Sears' last apprentice, but not bad.
You've been keeping count.
I'm surprised she didn't tell you. Sarah was never good at keeping secrets.
And you know her so well, huh?
I do miss iMovie and Final Cut Pro from my Mac days. Though the fellow co-founder of Bug Hug Studios on YouTube, which I'm a part of, I taught a video editing tour with Mac software. Very nice.
They would never have found me.
Yeah, I use DaVinci.
If it wasn't for her, she betrayed me.
Trilla.
There we go.
In the flesh.
Don't let you manipulate me.
I used, like I said, I used. I've never really been a Mac fan or an Apple fan.
Or her Padawan.
And no shame to anybody who is. I just don't typically care for them because of the proprietary, non-modular natures. But I really like PC, and so I've used Adobe Premiere Pro. Video Pro X I've used, which is really nice, but I really like DaVinci.
The look on her face when
it's just been super nice, and the workflow is very intuitive in my opinion.
Exposing
but
her true.
I have no shame to anybody who uses anything else. I'm curious to figure out what other people are using because I might not have the best tool, honestly.
How long before she cracks and betrays you too? Is that who you want beside you when you find the holocron?
I've heard a few use. Like I said, I like it, and it's free. You know.
You have no right to mention his name.
I wonder, what would he think if he could see his Padawan now, skulking in the shadows with a betrayer, granting her access to a legion of impressionable students?
No, I won't let anyone touch them.
I thought the same thing once.
Yeah, but then you failed. That's like saying, I thought I was going to succeed until I screwed up. Okay, well then fix it. Thank you, Toby. You saved my life. Is the static across the screen deliberate? It was. Oh, it is now. Never mind. Yeah, it was. It was. There was a ray shield between us, or that's not a ray shield. That's just a shield. Yeah, this is a shield. So, the second sister knocked me into this, and then Beatty, or Toby, turned on the little droid on my back, turned on this shield, which was between us. So, that's what it was. It said it was a ray shield, but ray shields are kind of a white gold. Should have been prepared to do the wall run, but I wasn't. So, Star Wars has got lots of different types of shields. KOTOR will tell you that. Eventually, for people who like my Star Wars stuff, and I don't necessarily know that there are a ton of you, but if you happen to enjoy all the,
you saved my life and got us closer to the tomb.
If anyone happens to enjoy my Star Wars stuff or my Star Wars content, I'll do. I did KOTOR 1. I think it took 10 episodes. I did it all the way through, though. I will do KOTOR 2 all the way through as well, if anybody wants, and I will. That one breaks down a lot of like the different Force users, non-Jedi and that were not a part of the Jedi and the Sith, all the different lightsaber crystals you could have, all the colors you could have, all of the robes that were worn by them, all of the there's a lot. I did wonder if the capture card was doing something. I thought I had my YouTube stream settings down perfect, and when I did Silent Hill 3 yesterday, it started going awry, sort of. Yeah, so we moved to an in tower capture card because we were having a lot of issues with we were using HD 60s, which are great capture cards, but they're external, so there's a couple of issues with them. Namely, there's a big delay, and there's a lot of issues when it comes to understanding the encoding once they've captured it to when you're doing some load balancing. So, for example, I was doing some GPU load balancing to pull some strain off of my CPU. And my capture card had trouble understanding the concept of not using its onboard RTX, or not RTX, excuse me, its onboard encoder instead of my RTX GPU encoder, which is the whole reason of load balancing in the first place. And so it would stutter, and it would sometimes not even pick up as the external object. Plus, you also had USB issues. So this one's inboard. This one's inboard or in.
Different than the other tomb.
That was really nice. The Tomb of Mictrol.
I don't like it.
I'm a tech novice, unless I'm secretly the doctor with a sonic screwdriver and fixing everything. Yeah, that's. I mean, that's perfectly fair. You know, that's the funny thing about the Doctor. The Doctor almost always looks useless until he or she is intended not to. And then all of a sudden they speak with all of the confidence that comes with being somewhat of a MacGuffin, I suppose, in some instances, but most of the time it's really cool. Specifically the David Tennant stuff, in my opinion. But I'm very partial to David Tennant as a performer in general.
Because she's a liar.
You. How?
I rerouted communication the moment you tried to contact her. Slicing encrypted transmissions was always a pastime of hers. She taught me once. There's no technique Sarah has that I haven't perfected.
I couldn't see where I was going on that. Well, it's been confirmed Tennant is returning for the show's 60th anniversary, so that's exciting. That is awesome. I'll definitely give that a view. I really like... Dang it. Okay. I really liked him as the Doctor, but at the same time, I didn't see everything, you know. So, I can't really speak remarkably on that. Come on, get out of there, Cal. I'm... Son of a gun. It's not letting me jump quite high enough, or I'm not jumping quite... Probably me. Probably me, miss. Let me not jump so far, so I'm not sliding. It made me slide anyway. Yeah, see, I don't know why, but you get a lot of that. I don't understand why. I don't understand what's caused the rampancy of... Oops. I don't understand what's caused the rampancy of bots recently. We had the great storm last week of bots telling me that emulation was wrong, which is good, although it does pose the paradox of a machine understanding a moral code. Thank you, Fitty. When we fail in a game, what do we blame? Us or the controller? That's a good question. It depends. I usually don't blame the controller. I sometimes will blame the game mechanic if I feel like it's flawed. Most of the time, I'll assume it's my fault. Maybe it's seen a single profile and thinks I need my single profile and thinks I need something. You know, it's the problem with it is it's the easiest thing to sell, and it's not legal to sell in a lot of places either. Whoops.
Stay down.
Help me, BD.
I'm just gonna head this way. Do I need to beat this guy? Where I need? That'll do. Okay. The bot I meant. Yes, yeah, no, I understand. It's the easiest thing. That's the thing. It's the easiest thing to sell. So it's not even a matter of what you need or what you don't need. It's the thing that everybody seems to want and advertise that they want. Therefore, very easy to sell. Oh, it's not legal to sell in a lot of places. It is definitely not where I am legal to trade acts such as that for things, which I don't, like I said, again, I'm a happily married man, so it doesn't really make a difference to me. Well, I tell that about one thing, not the definition of what I look for in potential romance. Good man. It's so the thing about it that you'll find oftentimes, or that I have found rather, oftentimes, is that when you look for any single trait...
These devices appear to simulate this planet's gravitational pull. I can't help but see it as a motif.
Okay. I think anybody that is looking for one single in a relationship isn't looking for a relationship. They're looking for whatever that one single thing is that they're advertising. If you're looking for a relationship, you're looking at the good and the potential bad. You're looking at, for me, I'm not speaking to everybody, right? I can't speak to what you enjoy or don't enjoy. But for me, those types of compatibilities are married in addition to...
You're running out of time.
Do I feel like that I am emotionally compatible? Do I feel like that...
located an artifact of interest at the rear of this tomb. Even now, I'm studying it.
1 second. Phil is really... really killing my thought here,
Cordova
or
was
my
well taken with
theory.
Zeffo. Perhaps enough to hide the holocron amongst their bones.
Yeah, we'll see how much you learn.
Can anyone hit him?
I love that. Can anyone just do their job, please?
Did we scare you?
Clearly not. So I've done more research on what people want, not just in romance or sexual orientations, but platonic partners. One night stand, you name it. Well, so the thing that this is my belief system. So if you disagree, then that's perfectly okay. It's not, I'm not saying I'm objectively right or wrong. What I am saying is, for me, the way that I looked at it was, what is it that makes, the first thing I looked at is emotional. Let me just break it that way. First thing I look at is emotional. Am I emotionally compatible with this individual? Obviously attraction, right? But I'm trying to PG it. Am I physically attracted to this person, and do I believe that I could meet the physical needs of this person and such? It's not something that is my primary, but it is a thing that comes, right? But physical attraction from a base nature. Do I find this person? No, we have stormtrooper. Which, by the way, in the books, in the books and the movies and everything, is actually incredibly accurate. You can believe it. So I need to figure out how to switch off that gravity. But yeah, I mean, obviously you have the attraction portion. Then after that is do I feel like that I can emotionally cater to the person? Do I feel like that they are emotionally available for me and what I might need? Do I feel like I'm carrying baggage that I need to let go of before I try to pursue a relationship? Do I feel like they have baggage that I'm not willing to support through the relationship? There's that emotional. Intellectual. Do I feel like I have to dumb down the way that I speak? Do I feel like that they have to dumb down the way that they speak to me? And then of course physical, right? So, and physical comes after the other two for me, apart from the attraction. And so, you know, I don't want to have to dumb myself down for somebody. I don't want to have to I don't want to have to make somebody dumb themselves down for me. I don't want to be emotionally unavailable for people, but I don't want them to not be available. I don't want them to be unavailable for me either. Just a whole bunch of balancing it. And I got lucky. I found my wife, who is, in my opinion, the most wonderful person in the world for me. And I'm very lucky to have her, because she does meet all of those. I'm incredibly attracted to her. I think she's beautiful. She is incredibly intelligent. I don't ever have to dumb myself down. And if she doesn't know something, she has a trait that a lot of people don't have, which I respect the heck of. She asks. Like, what did you mean by that? Or, I'm not sure I'm familiar with that. Can you enlighten me? Like, she is incredibly smart. But in the event she doesn't know, she's willing to say, you know what? I don't know that I know that. Can you help fill me in on this? Because I think I get this. Is it this? No, it's not that. It's this. Or yeah, no, you got it. Okay, cool. I just wanted to make sure I was on the right page. Continue. You know, like, big trait people don't have. Yeah, I'm trying to figure out myself a bit in that regard. I'll just leave it at that. I don't have to splurge out everything on the net. No, of course. And I mean, you're welcome to. I mean, if you want someone to talk to, you're welcome to. But it doesn't necessarily have to be in the most public of forums either. Whatever's comfortable. I'm always here to talk with the friends that I've made, and so. But at the same time, I don't want to be all. I don't want to be intrusive in our conversations too. I want to make sure you're comfortable. One of those things where whatever feels right. How's Anna? She is. I hope she's doing well. I'm going to finish the stream here in just a second, and then I'm going to go make sure she's doing okay and maybe make us some food. But she was hurting really badly. She hurts very much when temperature changes here, and today's high is in the 80s, no precipitation, wind, sun, and then tomorrow the high is in the 50s, and there's a lot of rain and a lot of cold coming, and a lot of it, so that causes a lot of problems with
Just ignore her.
And so she was hurting pretty bad, so she said I could come back here and do this. We got her all comfortable, and I thought she was going to jump in here and chat as well, but if her hands may not feel well enough, and that's okay. whatever happens. I don't want her to. No point. There, son of a gun. Okay.
Watch yourself around those skungus. I won't be able to save you next time. The Jedi is here. You betcha.
See, his accuracy is good. It's just my deflection of it's better. But yeah. Anyway, I mean, like, my point being is, she's intelligent. She's very supportive emotionally of me if I happen to have something that I'm doubting. She's there for me. If I have something,
getting out of here alive.
if I have something I want to do, she's very supportive. If I have something I don't want to do, she's supportive. If I choose to change my mind, or if I decide that that's just not what I want to do, she helps me reason through things. I mean, she is. I'm a lucky man.
How's it fit? You're nothing.
Okay.
That saber won't save you.
I need it.
Finally, come back and fight.
I'll have to go this route. He's okay, but that gives him no place to come up. Okay. But yeah, anyway, so that's just my... The other thing, too, is not to rush things. Like, that was one of the big things with us, is we had some extenuating circumstances that surrounded us, and we didn't rush. We kind of just let things happen organically, and didn't push them in any... Whoa! Didn't push things to go any more quickly than they needed to, and yeah, it all worked out really well. And I can comfortably say that I am very happy. Well, that was good. I've heard that I think people rush into relationships mostly because they want a relationship. Like, say, right. Well, that's true. I think that's a good point. A lot of people, I think, rush into relationships because they want one. And the fact is, one of the things I think that is, in my opinion, very big. That was good. Yep, how I react when I fall down again. Yeah. But I also think one of the things is to recognize that while we may want relationships, we don't ever need them. We are... by ourselves, we're enough. And everyone's probably tired of hearing that. Okay, I get it. And I'm sure everybody's tired of hearing that kind of line. I thought I got it. Well, true. Again, completer. Yeah, no, and that's perfect. I mean, and I'm not speaking to you. I'm speaking generally, of course. I mean, I have
Not feeling so great, BD.
I have no context for the nature of your circumstances, but that's just what I've found. Is it's. I think I'm just supposed to run and grab it before it. Yeah, I think that's what I'm supposed to do, is just run and grab it before it goes. But I can't, Cal decides not to do it. With no way up. Yeah, yeah, a lot of that. I think I need to run and just grab it so that it will carry me over. There's a smidge of a delay. But it's a very tight window. Okay, I'm not supposed to be able to grab onto that part of the rock, but good enough. I'm only supposed to be able to grab onto the plant, but that's what I was hoping would happen, was exactly this. That's fine. Okay, hold on. I'll let that thing grow back. Come on. Almost pixel per... Yeah, it's pretty close. I got lucky. It glitched and let me grab the rock instead. So. There it goes. There we go. See? Okay. But yeah, it like that's... I don't think that's... Yeah, so you're not supposed to be able to grab onto the rock. So, I just got lucky. But yeah, that's the thing. Just relationships. You'll find people that you enjoy. And also, the other thing too is, as Ann and I honestly became, not to say that we didn't date fairly quickly, but we were also really good friends before that, and we enjoyed each other's company from a like you said, like a platonic perspective. We were happy just being around each other as friends. The first several times we were hanging out, like, it was strictly, for a good while, it was strictly platonic. It was just having conversations, talking about things we were interested in. I think we did D&D together at one point. Didn't think he was going to break out of slow quick enough. He did.
Imagine the artifacts the Empire would have missed if it weren't for your intervention on this backwater planet.
Sure it's worth the cost? I hear Project Augur came at a high price.
Stormtroopers and workers. Expendable resources.
You're a monster.
I am what's there.
Thrust him!
One more step.
I owe you one.
But yeah, we were just friends for a while, and it was, like I said, it was fun. We would just talk, or we would do whatever. D&D. D&D was a big one for us. We played that. We played a campaign around St. Patrick's Day a few years back. 3 years ago, something like that. We were playing that campaign, and that was where we first kind of figured things out, I guess.
Your life is mine, Jedi.
Oh, I don't know. Time's not right. It was St. Patrick's Day. Well, that was a long way down from a lot of the levels. I'm gonna let them fight him. I really dislike these things.
Twisted thing. I'm going to enjoy this.
What? Get him while it's hot.
Okay, there we go.
Why are you even trying?
There we go. I thought there was still one more. Why are you even trying? I love how they try to intimidate you, even though they have zero. They hold no. Their hand is not good.
I've taken the artifact back to my ship for analysis. Pity you couldn't make it in time.
Doesn't matter what you steal. You'll never understand it.
Yet you do.
Okay.
You'll find out soon enough.
I'll take those odds.
She's very sure of herself. I don't know why I'm not trying to get my helmet on a door. That's true. But like I said, that's one of the things I thought they did really well, is instead of try to hide it, they made it louder. And I thought that was so cool. To be just right when he hits the helmet. I mean, you gotta think, though, in an actual Stormtrooper helmet, it's gotta be impossible. It's got to be impossible to see anything. Alright, what are we doing here? Okay. A little high, but it should catch perfect. And then I think this is just... Go ahead and climb. When I did a top films thing similar to my game show taste, my family, well over 10 years ago, I had to... with my family, well over 10 years ago, I had to leave my helmet bump from Star Wars... Leave the helmet bump from Star Wars Episode 4 in the video. Oh, it's such a good thing. It's like... I love the fact that they were willing to just kind of play more on the joke itself. Oh, well, this is... I wish there had been a meditation place before this. That would have been nice. Because the problem is I can slow it, but when the gravity hits it, I can't slow. I can't prevent the gravity. I can. I didn't realize that was how that did that. Technically, that doesn't make any sense. We're just going to turn those off. They're gravity well generators. I like I said, I like the fact that they played that up, honestly. They've done a lot of... Star Wars is just a lot... Well, pre-Disney Star Wars, there's a lot of fun. Alright, I think when I hit my next meditation point, we'll go ahead and call it, because I didn't realize it was going to be that much longer. And here it is. Okay. Yeah, I think we're going to call it here. It's been a good enough stream, I think, to call 252. That's about the sweet spots. Or it's a little over the sweet spot, but we're good. We had some stuff going on. So we're going to go ahead and call it here. I do want to say thank you to everybody who popped in to say hi and talk with me. Viddy and AR, of course. You guys are always great, and I really appreciate it. But I am going to... I'm going to hop out there. I'm going to spend some time with my beautiful wife, who is hopefully not feeling too terrible, and I can go out there and help, and hopefully she will feel better. And I miss her. I was hoping to do this with her, but we should be back. Hopefully, if everything goes well, we'll be back next time. We'll do a creepy game, scary game variety stream, just something fun, or at least just a random horror game, something fun, just to play, something she would enjoy, something that we can enjoy together. That was what we were going to do today. We didn't know exactly how we were going to go about it, but then plans had to change because of her hurting. So, but what I will do is I'll go ahead and move to my end stream or ending. Push that little button there, and it moves to this little screen, which I think is really cool. And then what we'll do is we will get some nice music coming in, some nice lo-fi, and we'll even get some Star Wars lo-fi. Fade it in just a little. Listen to that. How nice is it? Nice. That comes from the Clone Wars, that particular song. Really, really nice. But anyway, yeah, I want to say thank you, and hopefully you guys all have a wonderful weekend. A big thank you, of course, to Viddy and AR Games. AR, I'm not sure if you were having tech issues or not, but you kind of popped in and popped out, and I didn't know if you could hear me. So I'm gonna reach out to you hopefully here in just a second and make sure everything's okay, and just see if you're having some tech issues. But I hope everybody's having a wonderful, wonderful weekend. I hope everybody ends their Sundays in the same wonderful, wonderful fashion. And I hope we've had fun playing Star Wars. But I want to say a big thank you to all of you for, just like I said, hanging out with me. We'll see you guys next week, hopefully with Anna, and we'll be playing some. If everything goes well, we'll be playing some rando, spooky, kind of retro-y horror games, just some stuff that kind of round out October, early November with the nice creepy spirit. Of course, if we miss October, you can never shed the creepy spirit, so we're going to look at that any which way. Otherwise, like I said, you guys have a wonderful evening, and we'll see you guys later.